Hello everybody, this is JT's Reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing this Blu Starter Kit. Now I know there's many starter kits out there, but this is the original starter kit when it first started, mainly because the design of them changed over the time, known as the air holes in the e-cig itself. Anyway, in this starter kit you get this box, which is very nice, very dark, very slim and etc. And when you open it out, you get a USB charger right there. I'll talk about the indications in a minute. You get 2 batteries and 2 tanks, or if you like to call them, filters, or I don't know what the fuck you want to call them. So yeah, that's what you get in the kit. You get 2 of the batteries, which are right here, and 2 of the tanks. Or some people like to call them a different thing, but I'm just going to call them tanks for now because I've been getting this wrong many times and redoing this video. I need to know that. So yeah, as I said, you get the box and you get all that in there. Now, what you need to know about this starter kit is it does come with a USB charger, but it doesn't come with a USB plug. You can get them in Poundland and many places. And they look like this, and they have a USB on the end, and that gives you the entitlement then to plug it in and let it charge. Little indications that I need to tell you is this thing actually does glow up. 2 different colours, red for charging and blue for near done. And it is highly recommended when you get this product to charge it first, mainly because the battery that they put in these are not so great. And they charge them in the factory for about 10 seconds and probably give them to you out of the box. That's probably how they do it. Probably to save money. To simply charge it, all you have to do is take this tank off, or filter or cartridge or what do you want to call it. I don't care, let's just call it a tank for now. And then what you do is you screw it onto the charger like that. Make sure it's on the threading and all that. And then what you do is you put it into your USB plug like that, or you can plug it into your laptop or your computer or whatever, and then you can just plug it into the wall, and then it will start charging. Or if you're plugging it into the laptop, it will do it anyway. It will go blue on the bottom and then it will be red on the top, and then eventually what it will do is it will go blue, this will be still blue, and that means it's still charging, and then when it's finally charged it will blink off, or something in those lines. So yeah, a very nice little starter kit. That's pretty good, that you get the charger, you get 2 little tanks with it, which is nice, and the best thing is it actually does look very sexy. Compared to something called 10 Motifs, it's a little bit more skinnier and a little bit more better sized. The best thing is as well about this case is you can put one away for normal use and the other battery that you have charged into the other hole. And the best thing is, if you've got one of those cartridges or tanks or whatever, you can put it in there as well. So if you've got like a pack of 3, you could put one on the backup, one on the normal battery, and one in that hole there. Make sure the rubber thing that comes with it though is stayed on, because obviously it will slide down the thing and it will be a bugger to get out. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome little kit for people that are starting vaping from smoking, or if you will, going from this to something like this. It's a great starter kit if you're starting in the vaping world. And the best thing is, if you're sick and tired of those cigarettes, you can either go for something like this or something like this. But there's a few advantages to this and 10 Motifs, and that is 10 Motifs doesn't come with a case. It comes with a charger, believe it or not, but it only comes with 1 cartridge, and it only comes with 1 battery. So if you're one of those people that likes to have a lot of power on the go, I would recommend the Blu, because it has 2 of the sticks of power, and the charger and 2 of the cartridges come with it. This only came with 1, and it ran out near 5 seconds really. It was rubbish, and it was like £6 that was, and these are like, what are they, about 18 quid nowadays, not 18.99. I got this only for like £1 something. I don't know what happened to the website, but apparently it was £1. So I'm glad I got that for a cheap price. I want to pay 20 quid for a plus kit. You might as well just get the whole damn kit. And if it costs you $18.99, just go for the full kit, because, you know, the actual charging case actually does charge on the other versions. But with this one, it's a nice little starter kit. Now, what's these tanks like? Well, a bit disappointing in vapor. Compared to one of these, it was a bit of a disappointment. For example, that was that. But from something like this, which I'm not going to vape because I've modded it in a little way, I've put some e-juice into it. So obviously, that's going to be a little bit better. And it has no nicotine in that one. I believe you can get refills for this as well. You can get them from 18% nicotine to 0, I believe, on the Blu website. But I don't believe they sell this version anymore. So if you want the real version, there is other ones on the website. Now, here's the thing that I've got to tell you. It says in the manual, do not use with any other tanks or cartridges or whatever. That's a lie. You can use other versions as long as they have this thread on it right there, like this 10 Motus one. This one has the same thread on it. Look, they're near identical, except for this one's a lot fatter, but it does fit. Look, and just like that, the 10 Motus is compatible. So don't believe in everything you hear about Blu and many other companies that say only use with this because we're the Illuminati sort of crap, you know. Go with what you believe is the best flavour for you and go with the right thing, you know, entirely. And by that I mean, you know, go with whatever flavour you want. The vapour off these are not too bad, but could be better. The flavour off this one is a bit more better than the 10 Motifs in a lot of ways, and that is it doesn't have that horrible nicotine hit that most smokers have. You might like that, I don't like it. So there you go. What I'm going to do with this though is I'm going to be getting the non-nicotine versions. I'm going to be throwing these away probably, I don't know. They won't last long because these tanks are not meant to last long. Compared to this, it would take no seconds for that to go. Compared to that, because what I did is I actually did fill this up with my own vape juice, and it's a lot better in vapor, but that's only because I've been using the proper stuff. Now with this one, it's not too bad. It will probably give you a good hit, but the designer flaw with most of these e-cigarettes is they're a little bit lame when they come up against vapor, and very lame when it comes against a hit. Now and again, it can be a bit of a problem, especially if you're sucking on this very hard in your mouth, because you get a cramp in the side of your mouth a little bit. So now and again, this can be a problem, but with cigarettes, it's easier to puff them compared to these, because these are a bit of a movement of the mouth to get something out of it. But that's fine. But this is actually really cool. This actually looks like a PlayStation vape, as someone once said about these. So yeah, that's my review of the Blu. If you've got any questions, please put it below. But what can I say? It has 2 tanks and 2 batteries with it. You get the USB charger. Is it worth the money? For what I paid, yes. But for $18.99, it's a little bit too much, especially how you can't even get the refills anymore for this sort of model unless you dig deep on the internet. And I mean deep, you've got to like go on Amazon to actually find the actual screw-on things, and make sure they're the right threading as well, because they might be a little bit wrong in a little manner. So you've got to closely look at those photos, and it's a bit of an eyesore to look at to find them. So it's a good piece of kit. It's a great starter kit, but compared to this, it's not going to beat it until you do the ultimate switch to vaping, which is the proper stuff. But with this, it's not too bad to start with, and they're going to be probably phasing them out soon anyway, so who cares about the review. But yes, so a very nice little kit. It's very stylish. I do like it. It's very nice. I would probably like the charger kit version, but I'm not going to spare 20 something pounds just to, you know, just to get something that looks like it's been knocked off the factory for 80 pence, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just hoping that Blu doesn't sponsor me, because to be fair, I will probably be too cruel with this item as I am today with this one. So yeah, as I said, not a bad piece of kit to get you started, and not bad. It looks like you've got to have an actual cigarette, and it makes you feel like you're going to have an actual cigarette, but to this it doesn't look so realistic. As you can tell, look, it's not as realistic as that. And it's a little skinnier as well, so it looks like one of those cigar ones, doesn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.